Shaya, DJ Arch. Shaya. And that was a Villager essay, and the title of the song is Desert Storm, guys. You can get it on iTunes and Spotify. So if you're loving the tracks that AJ is actually jamming to right now, that is Villager SA. All right, so with me right now, I've got Tshepo Fela in the studio. How's it, Tshepo? How you doing?
Hey, Glenn.
Can you just please, let our viewers know who you are?
Okay.
You know, just everything. Just introduce yourself.
I'm the grandfather that AJ was referring to firstly. Yeah. I'm Tshepo Fela. I'm a singer, songwriter, designer, everything, I think. Makeup artist. And I'll be doing a segment where I'll be discussing kids' technology and some applications, of course.
Okay, so, as you said, I think the first very, very important topic we need to talk about is social media.
Yes.
Right, so to me social media is a very, very powerful tool. Do you understand? So if you like an upcoming artist, doesn't matter, designer, you're starting a small business, that's where we're actually running to now to actually promote what we're doing.
Yeah.
Right. Nonetheless, as much as it can actually promote you and actually get you out there, it is also capable of, it is very damaging at the same time. It can destroy.
It can be toxic.
It can be very toxic, right? But now, why am I saying this? We as adults maybe can handle it.
Yeah.
But now we've got kids. Talented kids are everywhere now. And talented kids also want to showcase their talents, or the parents want to put their talent out there. So to me if you can actually check out every social media, a young kid can actually join Instagram or Twitter or Facebook. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So what do we end up doing? We lie when it comes to the age to say, oh, okay, we'll put this age, but we know it's for a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
So to me I always find, how do I do with AJ is that I manage his social media accounts, right? But now, obviously, he took over his TikTok account. So he's doing the TikTok by himself.
Okay.
And now and again, I go there and sure, it can be very hectic. You know, the stuff that's actually
The
on
content,
TikTok.
yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? So to me, as a parent, I don't want to lie. I always find it hard. Where do I draw the line? You know, what do I do?
Okay. Firstly, Glenn, we need to acknowledge the fact that social media has given us more advantages than disadvantages when it comes to exposing an up-and-coming artist. With that said, as a parent of a child that's really talented, you need to take extreme measures to make sure that your child is protected within that platform. So what's happening with, let me just refer to what you just mentioned right now, TikTok, let's say for AJ right now. you as a parent need to take extreme measures to make sure that your child is protected from the app and from the people who are within that app. For example, you need to actually make sure that he's not forever on the application. He needs to have a limited amount of screen time when it comes to the application, which is an option that's there. When you go to settings, you can actually set up the limited amount of air time that or screen time, I mean, that you need your child to have within a particular app. So with TikTok, you can actually get that and set it up to 2 hours as a parent, and there is an option where you can actually enter a passcode where you'll be able to monitor how long AJ would be on the app. And also you can actually make his profile private as well, so that you can actually see the people that will be following him and the people that he will be following as well. So when it comes to interaction with strangers, you will then protect your child from having people that he's not supposed to have. Actually, you can also deactivate comments, which is very important, because with Facebook, pedophiles manage to actually infiltrate a child's space by just a simple message, a DM, saying hi, how you know, give a child things that they really like, promise them heaven and earth, that actually draws them closer and closer to the pedophile, and then they end up having the child at their advantage and disposal. So with TikTok, you can actually deactivate such things, but you really have as a parent to make sure that every single 30 days you monitor what your child has been up to, also the content that he's been watching, the content that he has been posting, as well as a subscriber to the app. So such apps are advantageous to have, most advantageous when it comes to kids being on the app. But you as a parent have to always take that extra step to make sure that your child is protected from apps like that.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. I'm actually trying to think about what you're saying, and I'm like trying to process it. But to me is, like it's deeper than that. Because personally, I don't want to lie to you. If it was up to me, my kids wouldn't even be on social media. Yeah. Why? Because I'm on social media myself, and the things that I see there, that's not what you'd want your kids to see. So for example, that whole new song of who's this? That new hip hop song. It's not Nicki Minaj, man. It is Cardi B.
Cardi B, yeah.
Yeah, so because that's like a trend on Twitter now, and there's this challenge, of them doing whatever they're doing. This other time, my daughter, Josie's 4. She knows that dance and, the whole routine.
To the last move.
To me is, I am bothered, but at the same time, I know it is my fault, because why am I allowing them on social media? But at the same time, it is 2020. It is a new generation. It's guys, I don't know. If you're watching the show and you've got any suggestions, please hit me up on the comment box below, because I think this is one topic that till today I struggle with it, because I know, sooner or later AJ has to take over Facebook and Instagram. Do you understand? Because he's doing TikTok right now, and he's very good at it. One thing about him, he knows what's right and what's wrong. That's one thing I've realized about him. Right now it's, when it comes to swearing, it's everywhere. Do you understand? The music, we played in our cars, it's on the TV. There's so much content out there that we can't even protect kids from it,
Yeah, swearing is almost the new normal. We even used to it when it happens. But again, it has to go back to you as a parent need to teach the child that this is wrong to say. For you to actually utter the words is wrong as a child. So we cannot fully protect our kids from what is happening around the creative industry, but also these apps are there. They're like a babysitter that enhances your child's talents. So there's a lot that you can get, a lot that you can benefit from such apps. But another thing is you cannot fully protect your child. You just need to teach your child that doing such a thing is wrong. Sit them down, talk to them. I think they actually teach them a lot at school with regards to interacting with their parents and discussing almost taboo topics with their parents. But you as a parent need to be open enough and inviting enough to your child so that they can come to you and approach you. You need to be approachable as well. You need to be their best friend more than you are as a parent to them, you know. So the social media platforms that we have now are like have eliminated the middlemen that we used to have before for the creative industries. So what's happening now is that you don't have to go to a radio station and approach a content producer or whatever that you need to approach, even for television. You just have to do your own thing on social platforms, and somebody's going to love your work. They're going to follow you. Next thing, you're bigger than that person who's actually on TV or radio, you know. So we cannot deprive our kids that and say you cannot be on social media, social platforms and stuff like that, because that's where they get recognized by the correct target market, by the correct people who will follow them for years and years to come. So it's really important that as a parent you shouldn't deprive your child that, and as a parent, you should actually be there and make sure that your child be the spy, you know, be there. Every single move they make, be there. Be like, who's this? Why is he sending me a message? You know, you need to be that. Monitor them, so that everything doesn't end in tears at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to cry for a child that's gone.
Definitely. Okay, Tshepo, we're gonna continue with this. AJ, I think just give us something nice, my boy. Just, you know, we need to kind of just, you know, yeah, there we go, boy. Dala.
Chakala.